Well, happy Tuesday to East Texas, and welcome to this edition of First Alert Weather Extra on Tuesday, June the 23rd. I'm First Alert meteorologist Andrew Tate, and today we're going to be talking about another chance for showers and thunderstorms tonight, but then the heat that we talked about yesterday, how it sticks around all week long into next week. But I do think we have some indications on maybe, and there's a big maybe there, when we maybe could see another chance for rain in our forecast beyond kind of tonight into tomorrow. So our episode today, overnight storms bring a flooding threat, and then the heat builds into next week. Let's get into things here. I'll get our forecast pulled up. We're going to get it started with our evening forecast, and then we'll kind of circle around to our 7-day forecast kind of towards the end here. But here's the evening forecast again, our Tuesday evening. Chance for rain will be only about 20 to 30%. I'm checking for some updates that might be coming in as we're doing the show here. About 20 to 30% chance for showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm this evening. Got chances mainly for those along and north of the I-20 corridor. Temperatures this evening will be dropping down into the 70s. I think some of us could be in the lower 70s if we see the rain. Those of us that don't see the rain likely only in the mid to upper 70s overnight tonight. I'm going to do one more check on this. I just want to make sure that I have the latest. That is not in yet. So we will skip what I wanted to do, and we'll wait till I get that update. We'll kind of circle back around to it. It's supposed to be out right now, but it is not out. Let's take a look at Futurecast and walk through things for the evening. Again, most is probably going to stay dry. You'll see as we go through the next few hours, the chance for thunderstorms will be increasing about, again, 20-30%. Isolated thunderstorms primarily north of the I-20 corridor, but we could see some rain as far south as the I-20 corridor. That chance for rain does taper off into the overnight hours. We will keep some shower thunderstorm activity around, though, overnight. Chance does look to be much lower, and then through our Wednesday, about a 10% chance for rain. Most of us will probably stay dry. Here is our Weather Extra Super 7-day forecast, day by day, going through each of the days of the 7-day forecast. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny for Wednesday, about a 10% chance for rain, highs around 94, and a little breezy at times. There we go. On Thursday, mostly sunny, mainly sunny, 93, no chance for rain, a little breezy, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds. On Friday, mostly sunny, high of around 95, southwest winds becoming, I think it's safe to say, windy, 10 to 20 miles per hour. By the time we get to the weekend, still mostly sunny, 96, still windy out there. Sunday, mostly sunny, 97 and windy. And then into Monday, mostly sunny, 98, breezy, south winds, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tuesday of next week, mostly sunny, high 99 and very close to 100. Winds out of the south 5 to 15, seeing those winds calm down just a little bit into early next week. So something new that I've created for our show is this 7-day rainfall forecast, which of course we use it almost every day here on the show. But what I've done is I've taken it day by day, and we'll kind of get this day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and so on, and then add it all together for the 7-day rainfall forecast. So tonight, it says Tuesday, it's really tonight into tomorrow morning. Most of the rain will probably be closer to the I-30 corridor in the Red River, but still chances far south as I-20. Wednesday into Thursday, most of us probably stay dry. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all looking dry. So any chance for rain that we have really is tonight into tomorrow, and then the rest of that 7-day forecast is looking dry, so you can see it there. Any rain that we are expecting over the next week is likely to come tonight into tomorrow, and then probably staying dry through the end of the week into early next week. There is our full First Alert 7-day forecast. Let me make that full screen for you. High temperatures, low to mid to upper 90s for the next 7 days. We do have that low chance for rain in the forecast for this evening and into tomorrow, and then no rain in the forecast beyond that. With the thunderstorms tonight, our primary concern is going to be the chance for possible flooding. I don't think that that's going to be a widespread risk, but the risk is there, and I'll show those things to you in a little bit. We'll kind of circle back to those in just a bit. But let's go ahead and take a quick break here. Note today in weather history segment for our show. When we come back, we will take a look at our long-range forecast and an update on the tropical weather outlook, the long-range tropical weather outlook that will take us into the month of July. So those things coming up. Stick around. You're watching Weather Extra here on East Texas Now. We'll be right back.
This summer, make a move to fight hunger by supporting the East Texas Food Bank's Summer Food Program for Kids.
I've got a sandwich.
When schools close for the summer, so do their food programs.
Carrots, woohoo!
The East Texas Food Bank's Summer Food Program provides thousands of free meals to children age 18 and younger.
Apples, awesome.
To learn more, go to easttexasfoodbank.org/summerfood. It's the winning move.
Did you know you can watch KLTV7 live or whenever you want? Totally free with no subscriptions. Just search KLTV7 on your Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV, or Android TV. Get local live news, first alert weather, and sports anytime you want it. Download and stream KLTV7, watch live, or play it back later. It's easy to watch, easy to install, and it's free. This is KLTV7 on your schedule. So the next time you stream, search KLTV7 News.
When you put your trust in the KLTV First Alert weather team, you are putting your trust in a combined 40 years of experience.
We don't hype things up. We don't try to scare people. We want to give what actually is going to happen.
I'm forecasting for an area where all of my family is. I want them to be safe, and I want you to be safe.
We're spending, hours and hours looking in depth at the forecast so that you can prepare.
We all have our specialties, and when we put them all together, it makes for the perfect team.
Start the show. All right, stand by for show open. 5, 4, 3, 1.
Good morning, East Texas.
Thanks for waking up with us.
Mornings start here.
Welcome back to First Alert Weather Extra. Let's get into our long-range forecast now. Really no big changes in it from yesterday, and if you saw the 7-day a moment ago, there's not going to be much of a change there in the long-range forecast from what you are seeing. The trend mostly stays the same, and here is why. High pressure overhead for us, pretty dominant, and it's going to remain dominant for us as we go through the next week to 10 days. I do think at times it might be a little weaker, might allow a chance for rain maybe towards the end of our long-range forecast, which I'll show you in a moment. But generally speaking, high pressure going to dominate our weather pattern. It's going to be hot. It is going to be dry. We do get into early July and really close to the 4th of July weekend, and I think we might have a chance for rain in the forecast around the 4th, but there's a big might there. I think most of us, at least the way things are looking right now, most of us probably would stay dry. The 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, this really kind of centers on the 4th of July, but that first full week of July, warmer than normal for most of the country, but especially the Ohio River Valley and East Texas included in that. The long-range precipitation outlook, drier than normal for the plains, and that does include the northern half of our area, kind of northeast Texas, trending drier than normal for that first week of July. And then the 8 to 14 day hazard outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. They continue to have us in this excessive heat outlook, and that includes a large part of the country, but especially parts of West Texas, North Texas, into Northeast Texas. There will be that moderate risk for excessive heat into the first week of July, and again, that kind of centers on around the 4th of July weekend. The tropical weather outlook looking quiet for the next 7 days. The long-range tropical weather outlook, the Climate Prediction Center, is outlining an area in the Pacific for a low chance for development for the first week of July, and then for the second week of July, a slightly higher chance, about 40% chance for tropical development in the Pacific, and even more higher probabilities, if you will, for tropical development further to the west in the Pacific. But doesn't really have an effect on us, not really seeing an influence from that on our forecast, so we don't get into those things. Our 10-day first alert extended forecast. I like to remind you, this is our forecast. We do this. This is not model output. This is our forecast. No big change from yesterday. Highs near 100 degrees pretty much all of next week. However, we get to the end of the week. Friday is the 3rd of July. You see a chance for rain, about 20% right now. It's a low chance. We could see that go either way, but I want to remind you that when we talk about long-range forecast accuracy, when we get to about days 8, 9, and 10, it's a coin toss on the forecast accuracy. That there's not a secret there. We're not trying to hide that from you. This is our best educated guess, but even at that, it's only about 50% accurate. Days 8, 9, and 10. So just keep in mind, we're going to watch 4th of July weekend for you. But for now, I've got about a 10 to 20% chance the 2nd and 3rd of July. And if I had to go 4th of July, if I had to say something, I'd probably say maybe a 10% chance right now. So I just want you to be aware of that. That's something that is in the forecast and something that we are tracking for you. Hey, stick around. When we come back, we're going to follow up on the extreme heat that continues across Europe. We talked about that yesterday. And then also a story out of the New Orleans area on recent severe weather there. Stick around. You're watching First Alert Weather Extra on East Texas Now. We're back after this.
This summer, make a move to fight hunger by supporting the East Texas Food Bank's summer food program for kids.
I've got a sandwich.
When schools close for the summer, so do their food programs.
Carrots, woohoo!
The East Texas Food Bank's summer food program provides thousands of free meals to children aged 18 and younger.
Apples, awesome.
To learn more, go to easttexasfoodbank.org/summerfood. It's the winning move.
In East Texas, if you know where to go, every weekend is an adventure. With the East Texas Weekend, you're never too far from fun. The East Texas Weekend is here to help you find a side of East Texas waiting to be discovered. From local events for the whole family to fun activities that cater to the enthusiast in all of us. Eat, shop, play, and so much more. Download our mobile app and plan your weekend experience today.
Yo, dog, we should go to the lake.
Man, I wish we could, but there's a storm rolling in here in about 10 minutes.
Yo, storm? What do you mean? There's not a cloud in this. Yo, how did you know that?
First alert.
Huh.
The KLTV First Alert Weather app. Stay ahead of the storm.
Did you know you can watch KLTV 7 live or whenever you want? Totally free with no subscriptions. Just search KLTV 7 on your Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV, or Android TV. Get local live news, first alert weather, and sports anytime you want it. Download and stream KLTV 7, watch live, or play it back later. It's easy to watch, easy to install, and it's free. This is KLTV 7 on your schedule. So the next time you stream, search KLTV 7 News.
Welcome back to the show here on this Tuesday. Yesterday we talked about the extreme heat that is ongoing across Europe. It's a heat wave of significant proportion for them, temperatures into the triple digits, which is not very common in Europe. And this has caused issues, kind of a lot of issues for them, really. I want to take a look at some video from Switzerland. Issues with transportation. It's so hot. Something that can happen with railroads, especially when it is extremely hot, are sun kinks in the lines, which the actual railroad, because of the expansion of the lines, they basically bend. And instead of the railroad being a straight rail, if you will, it can kind of take on a curve or a sharp bend, and so that creates some issues. Also, buckling roadways, something that we know can happen even here in East Texas. Those sun kinks, by the way, in the railroad, I had a train delay last month related to that. I was taking a train in Illinois and had a sun kink delay. So these are not things that are foreign to us here in the States by any means. Also seeing issues from this extreme heat in Greece, in the Athens area. Oh, that's loud. Sorry, that was really loud. So some wildfires in the Athens area related to these fires. So and the heat. I may have gotten that backwards there. That the audio kind of threw me off. The heat contributing to wildfires in the Athens area is what I meant to say if I didn't say that. So that's what we are looking at there. And multiple wildfires ongoing across parts of Europe associated with this heat. Do want to bring you a story from the New Orleans area related to storm damage that we've covered a lot here on the show. We talked about it a little bit yesterday and then throughout last week and even the weeks before. But here is a story from the New Orleans area on a woman recounting a tornado that damaged her home. Take a listen. Let me actually I was just out of focus. The camera auto-focused on me, got audio stuff going on. Sounds turned up. Let's take a listen to this story.
It was a nightmare. Patricia Brown's destroyed home is a stark, unwanted reminder of what happened Thursday morning when a tornado ripped through her home and neighborhood. God had me in a bubble, and I really couldn't even think about what had happened. But with her prayer group surrounding her, she explained to us how her home collapsed on her and her husband while they were in bed. She says there was so much damage, there was nowhere to turn. All of a sudden, the window cracked, and I looked up at the sky. And I said, the sky? So I told my husband, I said, let's go. So we began to run, trying to make our way out to the kitchen door, and everywhere we ran, it was like the ceiling was falling. Now she's facing the next hurdle, cleaning it all up, thankfully with the help of her friends, church, and community. When the heat came, overwhelming. She's trying to get help from resources like the Red Cross.
I feel like every time that we have a situation like that, we come out of it stronger.
Bergeron says while they are working to connect residents to resources, they are also assessing the damage and any weak points in their storm response.
But just looking at making sure that, any adjustments we can make and any things that we can do differently or better next time.
Brown says she's going to try and reach out for assistance again soon, but right now she's taking it one step at a time. Frankly, I haven't even thought about it. It's like I don't have time to think. I'm trying to get rid of all the trash, the debris, and all of this stuff. Reporting in Houma, Alyssa Curtis, WWL, Louisiana.
Roku users, here's how you can add KLTV to your device in just a few simple steps. Grab your remote and head to the search bar. Once you're there, type in KLTV. You'll see the thumbnail appear. Select it. Then choose Add App. Once it's installed, head back to the home screen and find the app. Select the app to open it. Now you have access to free live newscast, first alert weather, and our full library of local content. Stream anytime. KLTV.
Man, those bleachers are uncomfortable.
Where can I get one of those?
Only in the red zone.
Welcome back. Before we wrap things up here on this Tuesday afternoon, this Tuesday evening, I want to circle back to our forecast for this evening, the updated information that I was waiting for to come in. It came in about halfway through the show, so I want to go back to that. Let's get into things. So here's our hour-by-hour forecast. Chance for showers, thunderstorms about 20 to 30%, and there is going to be a low-end chance for a strong to severe storm. Let's look at Futurecast again. A chance for rain probably up to about 30% by about 7 o'clock tonight, and it'll stay that way for a few hours, and then the chance for rain does taper off through the overnight hours. Only about a 10% chance for rain by daybreak Wednesday, and then we'll keep about a 10% chance for rain through Wednesday afternoon. Here we go. The Storm Prediction Center does have parts of our area under a marginal risk grade level 1 on the scale of 1 to 5. Main concern here is going to be strong wind, maybe some hail up to the size of quarters. That chance does look to be pretty low. The higher risk for any severe storms will be for areas to our northwest, parts of North Texas into the Panhandle and Oklahoma. And then also want to draw your attention, there is an enhanced risk for parts of the state of Colorado, where they are warning of possible baseball-sized hail over the plains of Colorado. So a possible significant severe weather situation occurring there this evening, and that chance will continue into the early morning hours for those in Colorado. In addition to the low-end chance for a severe storm in East Texas, also concern for flooding, which is really the primary concern with any storms that we'll have out there tonight. Last night into this morning, we had multiple flash flood warnings for the thunderstorms that we had over parts of northeast Texas. I think we could see the same with any thunderstorms that we have out there tonight into tomorrow morning. So also be prepared for that possibility of flooding. Now that we've circled back to that, let's close things with our satellite image of the day. Our image today is of thunderstorms through all of last week. Last week was a stormy week for a large part of the country. We are looking at a satellite loop showing multiple rounds of thunderstorms for multiple states over the course of pretty much the entire week of last week. That is, again, our satellite image of the day, coming to us courtesy of the Cooperative Institute for Research in the Atmosphere. I will leave you with that, folks. Thank you for joining me on this Tuesday edition of the show. Look forward to seeing you right back here Wednesday at 5:30 for another edition of First Alert Weather Extra. Have a good night.
Roku users, here's how you can add KLTV to your device in just a few simple steps. Grab your remote and head to the search bar. Once you're there, type in KLTV. You'll see the thumbnail appear. Select it. Then choose Add App. Once it's installed, head back to the home screen and find the app. Select the app to open it. Now you have access to free live newscast, First Alert weather, and our full library of local content. Stream anytime. KLTV.
Man, those bleachers are uncomfortable.
Where can I get one of those?
Only in the red zone.
Stand by for show open. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, East Texas.
Thanks for waking up with us.
Mornings start here.
Welcome back to East Texas Now. This is Hannah, Kylie,
and Leo. And we're covering the stories you want to hear about.
live local news, breaking news, and interviews all day long, every day.
Thank you for having me.
I hope you were entertained and, more importantly, informed.
And guess what? You can watch us totally free with no subscriptions. You can just search KLTV7.
This is East Texas Now, live local news all day long.